Hello, DISEnsemble. Let's dive into the world of avant-garde electronic music. It offers an immersive experience, making any event a memorable one.
There it is. All right. Hola, I am Dr. Jason Palomara. I had to look at this just to tell my own name. I teach music technology at Indiana University, Indianapolis. We are now called Indiana University, Indianapolis, not Indiana University, Purdue University, Indianapolis, because Purdue University split off. It's a big, long story. I don't want to talk about it. That's not what this is about. Also, I'm recording this in a hotel room in Missouri because of reasons. Since spring of 2018, I have been involved with a undergraduate performing group called DISEnsemble. DISEnsemble is an undergraduate performing group, much like you probably had at your college, university, or even maybe at high school, except ours is cool.
Show is about to start. The energy is vibrant.
A major difference between DISEnsemble and whatever group you were thinking of when you heard performing ensemble is that most ensembles have a predetermined set or complement of instruments that they must have in order to play the music they play. So if you're talking about a string orchestra, you probably have first violins, second violins, violas, cellos, and basses, if you're cool. DISEnsemble accepts and performs with whatever makeup of instruments that happen to walk in the door. DISEnsemble is actually an acronym, which stands for Diverse Symphonic Instrument. Which stands for Diverse Instrument Symphonic Ensemble. Diverse, meaning we accept whatever instruments, and by the way, whatever people walk in the door. Symphonic, meaning we are large, between 10 and 30 people, depending on enrollment, but I would actually like it to be a lot bigger someday. Symphonic, also going back to the original usage of the word, meaning harmonious. What we're actually shooting for, either interpersonal harmony or musical harmony or something, take your pick. And ensemble, meaning a group of people playing together. You could call us an orchestra, but we prefer the term ensemble because the word carries less historical and cultural baggage. The word orchestra has stuffy connotations, and ensemble also kind of has stuffy connotations, honestly, but it is what it is. The other option is band, and that just doesn't sound right. Unless you mean band, B-A-N-N-D, which sounds awesome. So these days we often have two drummers. And sometimes we have finger drummers.
And then frequency of the string. Because like the string would like bump.
And sometimes we have no drummers. Sometimes we have someone playing an instrument that we just made ourselves. Through it all, we try to make good music, rock out whenever possible, and learn something along the way. Being that many of the instruments we use are electronic, and coincidentally, since the Department of Music and Arts Technology hands out music technology and music therapy degrees with a technology focus, in order to perform, we need to amplify ourselves, which means we need audio engineers, and if we're going to look good, we need some lighting engineers, and we also like to be really hip and relevant looking with experimental video. While DISEnsemble is about half of my time as a professor, the other half of my time is taken up with AI stuff, AI music. DISEnsemble has essentially become the performance arm of my machine musician lab, which focuses on AI performance things.
Our music pushes boundaries. It's an exhilarating blend of sound and entertainment.
So every semester, DISEnsemble does something with AI.
Perfect for your innovative spirit.
And that's DISEnsemble in a nutshell. We put together these disparate elements, we learn, we laugh, we cry, we manage the chaos, and above all, we try to put on a really good show. Since spring of 2023, we started a new element, which was that we would document all of our progress as a reality TV show. Ta-da! This is what you're watching.
How are you feeling about our performance? Yeah.
Every single day that DISEnsemble meets gets a new episode. So you can track our progress from meeting on the first day to wrapping it all up at the end. Along the way, I do some interviews with students. One more thing I should mention, and that is that this year's content was primarily shot by Regan and Chloe. Sometimes Mara pops in there as a camera person. Most of the videos are from their perspective. And I feel that in watching my students learn through DISEnsemble, you might get something out of it as well. If you're a professor or a music technologist or a teacher, maybe a high school, something like this, maybe you can use these ideas. We do a lot with improvisation, we play graphic scores. It's pretty cool stuff. So what you're about to watch are episodes of our fall 2024 season. I try to post these every single week, but I'm not going to let YouTube algorithms rule my life, so sometimes I get to it, sometimes I don't. I knew going into this semester it was going to be something of a pivotal year because this is the first time that DISEnsemble has had what people in sports might refer to as a rebuilding year. We had a bunch of people who had been with the group for a very long time exit the program various ways. So I knew that going into this semester it was going to be, okay, we're starting over with a brand new crew. I was pretty excited about the new crew coming in. In about 4 years, this is going to be a really good group, but also it's going to be kind of a crazy time. So if you've watched season 1, you know that we performed 7 concerts in that season, which is frankly insane. So knowing that I had a brand new crew going into this semester, I decided to lighten it up down to 4. Whether that was the right number, perhaps you shall have more opinions about after you watch all of this. So if you haven't watched season 1, don't worry about it. You can jump right in with season 2. That said, it was a crazy time for IUPUI. The university had decided to split or realign or whatever you want to say. This caused a lot of chaos. So our department
was actually in the School of Engineering, but we were granting Indiana University degrees. It's really super complicated. Even our students at the time didn't have any idea. They were like, what is this? I don't understand any of this.
Somewhere toward the middle of this semester that you're about to watch, it all gets figured out. And we became the new music wing of the Heron School of Art and Design. Yay! We've always really liked Heron. DISEnsemble specifically has always really liked Heron. We have collaborated with them. We did a performance called Reaverball back in the day. Yeah, so we were starting to feel pretty good. So I decided to re-engage with hacking, our original focus, and get back to what it was that we had done when we started. Building instruments, developing new performance practices, and doing weird, crazy stuff. So one thing I was particularly excited about for this semester was that I had 3 new DISEnsemble content creators, and this crack team was made up of Chloe, Regan, and Drew.
It is always you 3.
So I really think of the content creator section as kind of like the Skunkworks, like research and development team for DISEnsemble. We work on long projects and things that you can't really pull off in a rehearsal type setting. So I was pretty excited about this team. We got working together before day 1, and we put together a table of broken stuff that we were going to play on day 1 with DISEnsemble to kind of like bring everybody into the group. This was a tactic that I had sort of developed the previous semester when we were doing Earth Day art model. In fact, it's the same table, but we had completely cleared it off and we built it all back up with all brand new stuff. It's a great way to introduce hacking in improvisation and weird noise making all at the same time. So that was the day before DISEnsemble met for the first time. We were pretty excited, and we were going to be back in our normal space. In the previous semester, we had played a heck of a lot of shows, 7 shows. We had moved everything DISEnsemble owned multiple times, so many times. So in many respects, coming out of one of the more insane seasons that DISEnsemble's ever gone through, this semester felt like it was going to be a bit of a relief. So we got word that they had kind of gotten the room back to a place where we could at least have class in there, and that it should be ready before day 1 of the semester. The day before the semester, I recorded this. So that was our spring 2023 semester. We had some logistical problems at the beginning that were pretty daunting, but we got through it, and we played some shows, found a way to succeed on a national scale, going out of the state for the very first time. And then we collaborated with some really cool new friends, and I can say I'm prouder of this group than I have been of any DISEnsemble in the past. Finally, we graduated some of our top students, and now we're making way for a brand new group of DISEnsemble students, many of whom I have never even met before. So I'm excited to begin the fall semester in only 2 days, where we're going. Oh, shit. What even is this? Where's the carpet? Classes are starting in 2 days!